Frontier Ford today, we have been serving you since 1961. We've been the name you trust for incredible deals and friendly service. Your dream Ford is waiting. Online at frontierford.com. Hurry!
The Rakuten 49ers pregame show continues. And this is the Kyle Shanahan Show.
We're built to do it a lot of different ways. I think we have done it a lot of different ways in our tenure here, and really don't care how it looks or what happens. You just do whatever you can to win.
Sponsored by Rakuten, rewarding the faithful. Now, here's the head coach of your 49ers, Kyle Shanahan.
Now it's 3rd and 8 as the Niners are back on the 16-yard line. Red zone woes again. Brock looks left, throws, caught Deebo Samuel, and he'll be chopped down. Fighting, breaking tackles. He goes into the end zone, Deebo style. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, Kyle, let's go back to Deebo Samuel's touchdown last week in Miami. 3rd down and 8 from the 16-yard line. He had to break not one, not two, but 3 tackles to get in. Tell me about that play.
That was awesome. We got the right look, beat his coverage. No one was over the middle, and when Deebo catches that in stride, it's hard to stop him. There's a couple guys there, but they couldn't stop him. Was able to run him over, carry him into the end zone, and it was actually the same play from the week before, the one he dropped.
Was it?
Yeah, so it was kind of cool how he was able to redeem himself. That was a hard one the week before because we all knew he was going to the house, and so did he, which is why he didn't look it in and dropped it. But we came back with the same play. We hit it a little bit, just putting the back to that side, but it was the same concept and stuff. And probably got not as good of a look, but a decent one. And when Deebo gets the right look and he makes the catch, that's usually what he does with it.
He had 121 total yards from scrimmage in that game, 25 rushing. It lined him up as a running back a lot, but 96 receiving. And 93 were after he caught the ball, yakety yak. So I remember you telling me last year, your goal in life, where you lay in bed at night, you're thinking of ways to get Deebo Samuel the ball in certain segments of the field where he's open. And it seems like when he's running downhill with his shoulder pads square to the line and coming at you, he's much more effective.
Oh, definitely. When you have the 40 he has, the power he has, and then the width he has, you know, it's no one's stopping him. I think he's one of the harder guys to tackle in this league. That's why he does such a good job at kick return. Haven't gotten him in those positions as much this year. And a couple he's gotten in, just like that drop, he just missed it. But when he does get that, he's as good as anyone in the league, and he showed that versus Miami.
Yeah, he was the star of the game on offense, and likewise for George Kittle. Over on defense, Renardo Green, what a game. A career-high 10 tackles, the way he gloved up and covered Tyreek Hill in that game. Kyle, what are you seeing from your rookie corner here?
He's just getting better and better. You know, he's got a good opportunity this year, getting a lot of playing time, and, you know, it's tough as you do that, especially as a rookie. You know, I remember after that Buffalo game and stuff, getting into that part of the year, I was worried just hitting that rookie wall a little bit, battling through some injuries and things like that, and but he didn't. He regained his focus, been practicing unbelievable, and has carried over to these games these last few weeks, and he's been a big bright spot for this year, and we got big plans for him to come.
Well, he's going to be challenged on Monday Night Football with this Detroit Lion offense and Ben Johnson's They average over 32 points a game, almost 33. They're so well balanced as far as running it and passing it and total yards. They're great on third down. They're great in the red zone. The Buffalo offense is explosive, but is this Lion offense the best you faced this year?
Yeah, definitely. It starts with their O-line. I mean, that's really what is special. I mean, they got, I don't know how many first-round picks, but they all play like it, and I think most of them are there. But they'll probably have 4 Pro Bowlers on their O-line, I would guess, this year. So it's been good for a little bit, but the stoutness of them, how they come off the ball, it really helps them to kind of do what they want to do, because when you add an elite back to that, like Jahmyr Gibbs, with his speed, how hard he runs, the scheme that they use too, they got good blocking tight ends also. When you throw Jared Goff behind an O-line like that, I mean, Goff is as accurate as any quarterback in this league. If you don't get him off his spot and make him change some of his, his foot, his feet, and his throwing angles, he'll dice you up. He's been doing that to everyone for too long, and it's really tough with that O-line. And then you have the players they have at wideout. I mean, the tough player in St. Brown, and then you add the speed with Williams. They're a tough deal, man. And then how good their tight end is. So they got in all the spots, and that's why they can stay balanced too.
You mentioned the O-line, Penei Sewell over at right tackle. It reminds me a lot of Trent at left tackle for you, and not just the tricky plays where they hand it to him and he acts like a quarterback, but the way they can kind of build their offense around him with the tunnel screens, the bubbles, the way you use Trent on the left side. They kind of use Sewell the same way on the right side, don't they?
Well, yeah, they're not just good blockers. I mean, he's a difference maker. And when you have that power and that speed and kind of the violence he plays with, you can really change the game. And they do a great job of using him in so many different ways. They pull him a lot. When that guy gets a running start, I mean, watch out. You don't want to be in front of him. They do that as much as anyone. They do the trick plays with him, which he's got that type of athletic ability, which shows. And they don't make many like that.
Yeah. Jared Goff, you've been going against him a lot. When he was at LA Ram, obviously his first game as a Lion, you saw him, and then last year in the NFC Championship game. The word always was get him off his spot, make him reset his feet. But I'm seeing a lot of clips on tape where he is resetting his feet. He's getting out and running to his left against Buffalo or sliding. Has he gotten a little better in the pocket as far as moving his feet, resetting? Because once he's got his feet under him, he can dice you.
Yeah, I think he has. I mean, he's been playing a lot of ball. So, I mean, I thought he had some MVP seasons when he was with the Rams earlier. On their Super Bowl run, I know they came up short, but that year he was unbelievable. As accurate as any quarterback I'd ever seen. Jared, when things are right, which is how most quarterbacks are, but when they're right for him, he can play like the best quarterback in the league. And when you have an O-line, a scheme, the wideouts, I mean, he's as tough as any quarterback that there is. And for everyone, you want to get him off the spot. But when you get him off the spot, there better be another guy coming, or the guys better be covered. When he gets off the spot and he can move, and the speed that they have at wideout and everything, there's not someone there, he's going to dice you up for a bigger play, and it kind of ends up being an off-schedule play. He'll play like a rhythm quarterback, but if he can move a little bit and hit someone late, he's more than capable of doing that, and he does it at a very high level.
Over on the defensive side of Aaron Glenn, they have just been decimated by injuries in their front seven. Aiden Hutchinson is they're kind of Nick Bosa and what he's meant to the franchise. Since they've lost him, they're blitzing a lot more, it seems like. Talk about their defensive challenge.
Yeah, no, I heard about the injuries all year and then saw it, when we get a piece of paper before we start the film and everything. So, just for us playing against them, I was kind of excited, hoping that would make the film look worse. Unfortunately, it hasn't. Where they've improved so much is the man coverage that they've done. They got a first-round pick. They brought in some free agents. Their safety, who played nickel last year, was as good of a nickel in the league, and Branch, and now he plays nickel and safety, so he's real good at covering tight ends. Joseph, their other safety. I mean, they have a very good man coverage team, which is probably as good as anyone in this league. And now when you've lost some linebackers and you've lost the D-line, you lose a little bit of pass rush and stuff like that. But they're just getting that because they're blitzing more, which should make you a lot more vulnerable in the back end. But that's where they've improved the most, is their man coverage. They didn't have that last year. That was a huge difference. So although they are hurt, the defense still looks, to me, better than it was last year. And they're missing some of their best players, especially in Hutchinson. But where they've improved with the secondary, they've been able to kind of make up for that.
Yeah, Aiden Hutchinson is down. They've also lost their two great linebackers, Alex Anzalone and Derek Barnes. Jack Campbell's playing well. But as Kyle said, the weakness of this team last year going into the NFC title game was their secondary, and they have certainly upgraded that, drafting Terrion Arnold and trading a free agent, Amik Robertson of the Raiders, lost in free agency, Branch and Kirby Joseph. Kendall Vildor was one of their starting corners. He's not playing as much. They've also got Emmanuel Mosley back there. Remember Vildor? He's the guy the ball went off his face mask, and it was caught by Brandon Ayuk in the BA ricochet. When we'll come back, we'll talk to Kyle about the biggest comeback in the history of championship game history. Down 17 at halftime, they came back to win, and the BA ricochet and the play call. When we continue with Kyle Shanahan getting you ready for 49ers and Lions on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
Is that your new Lexus RX?
RX plug-in hybrid.
So it runs all electric?
Yeah, for short trips, and can switch to gas for long.
Wow. What does your range anxiety therapist say?
Dr. Feeney?
Uh-huh.
He says my RX cured me.
No more range anxiety therapy?
Nope.
Well, you're an inspiration to us all.
The best-selling Lexus RX lineup, now with a plug-in hybrid. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Intercepted by Fred Warner.
Faithful to the Bay.
Fred gets up and runs back the other way, 30.
Don't miss the excitement of 49ers game day. Secure your spot at Levi's Stadium for the 2025 season.
20, one block and he's in.
Season tickets are available now. Inventory is limited, so to speak with a representative, call 415-GO-49ers.
Touchdown!
That's 415-GO-49ers.
San Francisco!
Dignity Health is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the San Francisco 49ers and Levi's Stadium. On or off the field, our doctors, nurses, and care teams work together to help our patients feel their best. From emergency and advanced cardiac services to maternity, orthopedics, cancer care, and more. We're your partner in health and wellness. Learn more about us at dignityhealth.org. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Bring your whole team in for a win this season at California's Great America's Winterfest. Watch in awe as the Bay Area's favorite coaster destination transforms into a winter wonderland, complete with ice skating, captivating live shows, and millions of sparkling lights. Open select nights from November 29th through January 5th, Winterfest offers timeless festive fun for friends, family, and teammates alike. Plus, enjoy unlimited visits this year and next when you buy a 2025 Gold Pass. Get yours today at cagreatamerica.com.
Where can you kick off the new year with big savings on gig speed? Only with Xfinity, now through January 16th. Get gig internet at home for $25 a month for 1 year when you add an unlimited mobile line, which connects you to gig speed Wi-Fi on the road. Act fast today and save more than $650 over AT&T and Verizon in your first year. Plus, hurry and take advantage because right now you can also get a free 5G phone with trade-in. So save big and stay connected to what you love with fast gig speed internet and mobile. From home to hotspots, this new year, it's all about gig speeds and big savings. Don't wait and get gig speed internet. Spend less green and switch to Xfinity. Go to Xfinity.com/gig savings to learn more. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. $40 internet discount applied to mobile bill. After promo, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary. Savings compared to Verizon Fiber Gig Plus 1 Unlimited Welcome Line and AT&T Fiber Gig Plus 1 Unlimited Starter Line. Xfinity internet required. Reduced speeds after 30 gigabits of usage per line. Data thresholds and actual savings vary.
Birdie out of the shotgun, drops a couple of steps, going to take a deep shot to Brandon Ayuk. It's deflected.
Oh, he caught it!
Caught! Ayuk caught it out of the air. A flag is also down. Did Ayuk score? He got touchdown on the 2-yard line.
That's going to be DPI and a deflection, and Brandon Ayuk never gave up on the football and came down with it at the 2 or 3 yard line.
Let's go back to January the 28th of 2024 last year, the NFC title game. We'll take it in segments.
All right.
The first half, it was all Lions. Wow, 24-7 they were up at halftime. What was the mood in the locker room? What did you tell your guys at halftime?
We were pissed. I mean, I could tell how pissed our team was. We needed to get back out there. It was nice that we shortened the score up or made it a little bit closer before we went into halftime, but we couldn't handle how we were playing. We were pissed off. We knew we had at least two. We knew we only had 2 more quarters guaranteed for the season, and I didn't say a lot. I just remember saying to the whole team, like, guys, I don't really care what happens these next 2 quarters, but you know, we have too special of a team for it to end this way. And regardless of what happens out there, we're going to go out and change how we're playing. And I was pissed off. I remember Deebo saying a couple things. A lot of guys were pissed off, and we just wanted to get right back out to business. We didn't stand there very long. I think we came out a little bit early. We just wanted to get back to playing football because we were sick that we might only have 2 more quarters left with this team we had, and we wanted to change that fast. And we went out there and we did change it fast. I mean, we had the lead by the 4th quarter, and I was real proud of our guys, and we ended up having a hell of a win.
You got the ball to start the second half. And I remember seeing you standing on the sideline, and Deebo came up to you right before the second half started. What did he say? Get me the effing ball?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but I would bet a lot of money on it. That's probably exactly what he said, and I had no problem with that. It's we had a lot of guys who wanted that ball. We ended up getting to all of them. Deebo had a hell of a game. B.A. had a hell of a game. Christian, George, all those guys did. And then Brock, some of those scrambles he had at the end. I remember on that, I think it was that opening drive, and started with a 3rd and 4 that Brock scrambled on. They came up, and he threw it to Juwan, who had a one-handed catch that kept us on the field. And there were just so many big plays in that game, and ended up making it pretty comfortable there at the end.
It was the largest comeback in the history of the championship game. You were down 17 points at halftime, 24-7, and made it up like that. So many big plays, but the one I think people will remember forever, the B.A. ricochet of all the nicknames, the one that I like the best, off of Vildor's face mask to Brandon Ayuk. The play call, the whole circumstances, what do you remember about that play?
But yeah, it was H3 Dale X Shocker, and usually it's a 3-level throw, so usually BA is clearing the top out, but he's always number 1, so if they don't guard him, that's where you throw it. And I think it was Deebo coming across over the middle, and then you got to have your guys on the check down underneath. But I remember Brock, you got a view that looks like single safety cover 3, and that safety cut Deebo, which means you launch it, and that's what he did. But it was actually Tampa 2. That middle third safety was disguised and playing Tampa 2, so when he did cut it and show that the middle was open, the corner was tied to it, so he was playing way on top of BA, so no matter what BA did, he wasn't going to be able to catch up to the corner. He was playing way too deep. But Brock just launched it. It was one of those times you kind of yell out 500 and just hope something good happens, and BA put his long arms up there, tipped it up, and then was able to finish the throw, and it was an unbelievable play. But we didn't score. I think it took till 3rd down, about 3 plays later, and we had to go to BA again to finish it, and after that point the route was on.
This is the last home game of the year. How do you want to end it? You got one more game in Arizona. We'll talk more about that next week, but as far as the last game at Levi's, what are your thoughts going into this?
I want to end it by beating Detroit. You know, I mean, this year hasn't been a successful year for us. You know, we like to finish it a strong way, as strong as possible. You know, not getting into the playoffs has been a huge disappointment for us, and we've had to deal with that. But we got 2 more games here, and being able to play a team who a lot of people are saying is the best team in the league, one that, you know, we all know the history from last year, so that's going to be fun for both of us to go through that. But nothing would be better than upsetting them and ruining their chance at the 1 seed and having a game that we can be proud of.
When you always have, goals you guys have to have going into a game to win. What are some of them? I mean, obviously the Miami game, and they had a hard time stopping the run. The penalties have been an issue of late. You're not taking the ball away the way you did early in the year, Coach.
Yeah, that's been our biggest thing. I mean, I think we had 1 takeaway in the last over a month. So it's really hard to win football when you're doing that, especially if we give some over. So if we don't take the ball away from these guys, I mean, the way they can get explosives, how they do it on defense, it's going to be tough. So first thing is we got to break that streak, that bad streak that we've had here the last month. I think our last one was, I want to say, versus Seattle, which is way too long ago. We've had some close. We've dropped a couple, but it's time for the ball to bounce the right way and us to get some. So if we can get some turnovers, and then when it comes to their offense, they do everything well, but it always starts with stopping the run. Because if you can't stop the run, obviously they're going to get after you in that way. But that's what makes Goff's life easy. I mean, I think they're second in the league in explosives, and those are usually coming off of play action. That's how you get people wide open, when you make people honor the run and you can dictate the coverages. And they ran the ball so well, that's what they have done a lot. That's what we like to do. And if we can stop the run, then we got a chance to stop Goff.
Yeah, they are number 6 in the NFL in running the ball at 144 yards a game. They're also 2nd in passing, so they're tremendously balanced. Number 2 overall in offense and number 1 in points at 33 points a game. The 49ers have got to get back to running the ball. The last 2 games they have been outrushed 310 to 144. They're going to do it behind a whole new left side of the offensive line. Center's the same. Brendel, Pooney at right guard, McKivitz at right tackle. We'll come back and be rejoined by Tim Ryan and tell you what they're going to do at left tackle and left guard tonight. Then we'll kick it off. Last minute changes comes your way next. 49ers against the 13-2 Detroit Lions comes your way on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
The 2024 Toyota Land Cruiser is a ride football fans can truly appreciate. It's got the giddy up of a running back on account of 326 horsepower. It pulls like an all-pro offensive tackle thanks to 465 pound-feet of torque. With standard 4-wheel drive, it's a beast in all conditions. And the kicker, it's a hybrid. Get inspired by the legendary 2024 Land Cruiser. Toyota, let's go places. Proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
Pizza just goes better with Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Pizza. Thank you.
But don't take our word for it. In fact, don't take any words for it. Crispy and cheesy, paired with delicious and refreshing. My mouth is watering already. Ooh, too high. Yeah, we've all been there. Every bite is better with Pepsi.
Hey, it's George Kittle from the San Francisco 49ers. When it's game day, winning isn't just about the plays, it's about the vibe. From the line of scrimmage to tailgating at the stadium or cheering from a backyard barbecue, it's important to bring your A game. Me, I show up wearing Levi's, the perfect play of comfort, performance, and style. Levi's and the Niners are a winning combination every snap. So grab yours at levi.com or at a store near you. Suit up in Levi's and make your game day legendary.
Xfinity here. How can we help? There are so many Niners games streaming this season. Can Xfinity Internet handle it? Oh, we know the game is only live once, so we built a network with all-pro speeds and low lag so you don't miss a snap. So I can yell, "He's open!" when he's actually open? Yeah, but the quarterback still can't hear you.
Xfinity gives you a super fast connection to the Niners. Stream live sports from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. Bring on the good stuff. Actual speeds vary, not guaranteed. Streaming content limited to the U.S.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-239-1749. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-239-1749, 800-239-1749, or biglou.com.
Faithful, we're just moments away from kickoff, and this is the Rakuten 49ers pregame show.
A little Mason madness on the cutback.
Time now for last-minute changes. Sponsored by Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Full service, total trust. And by Provident Credit Union. Earn high dividends with Providence Pick-a-Term Certificate and start earning more today. Visit providencecu.org to learn more. Now, here's Greg Papa and Tim Ryan.
49ers will have an entirely new left side of the offensive line as Trent Williams officially out for the year with the ankle. He's gone on IR. Jalen Moore, the quad, is out. Spencer Burford won't play with a calf. You don't have Aaron Banks at left guard as well. Also on IR. So Austin Pleasance will start, Charlie Heck will start at left tackle. He'll be backed up by Austin Pleasance, who was working a lot at left tackle. They got Matt Hennessy. Heck will start at left tackle. Nick Zakel will start at left guard. And Colton McKivitz was somewhat of a question mark at right tackle with a knee, but he's good to go.
He's going to play.
Tell me about Charlie Heck and the skill set.
Charlie Heck has started games. He's big. He's long. He was just on a practice squad. He's already played in this league. So he'll have his hands full with the Lions, especially with Za'Darius Smith. He is their best rusher off the edge. The whole thing with the offensive line is handling the twist and stunts. This team does it a lot. They send a fifth guy a lot and play the man coverage behind it. But it's really, Pop, about exchanging and passing off those stunts and those twists. The problems have been an issue for the 49ers all year in achieving that.
Boombox is coming out, led by Deebo and Jawan Jennings. Last home game of the year. Niners 4-4 at Levi's this year. Want to end it with a winning record against a team that has not lost on the road all year. They're 7-0 on the road. Lions 13-2 overall. We'll kick it off when we come back to Levi's right after these messages.
On Sirius XM's Radio Classics, you find timeless characters.
Well, we got so many favorites.
Matt Dillon, United States Marshal.
Timeless comedies.
The Jack Benny Program.
I always get a couple of good chuckles out of those. Jack Benny's just hilarious.
Well, what do you know about that?
Classic radio shows that you love.
I simply adore Dragnet.
We're police officers. My name's Friday.
Radio Classics on Channel 148 and the Sirius XM app.
Hey everybody, it's Dale Earnhardt Jr. If you're a racing fan, Dirty Mo Media, they have the ultimate lineup for you, even in the off-season. From NASCAR drivers and crew members to industry insiders, we've got it all. Whether you're tuning in to Herman Schrader, Becoming Earnhardt Season 2, Door Bumper Clear, The Teardown, or even Speed Street for you IndyCar fans, we're covering every angle of motorsports in the off-season. Dirty Mo Media is your home for all things NASCAR now on the SiriusXM app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Where can you kick off the new year with big savings on gig speed? Only with Xfinity, now through January 16th. Get gig internet at home for $25 a month for 1 year when you add an unlimited mobile line, which connects you to gig speed Wi-Fi on the road. Act fast today and save more than $650 over AT&T and Verizon in your first year. Plus, hurry and take advantage because right now you can also get a free 5G phone with trade-in. So save big and stay connected to what you love with fast gig speed internet and mobile. From home to hotspots, this new year, it's all about gig speeds and big savings. Don't wait and get gig speed internet. Spend less green and switch to Xfinity. Go to Xfinity.com/gig savings to learn more. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. $40 internet discount applied to mobile bill. After promo, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary. Savings compared to Verizon Fiber Gig Plus 1 Unlimited Welcome Line and AT&T Fiber Gig Plus 1 Unlimited Starter Line. Xfinity internet required. Reduced speeds after 30 gigabits of usage per line. Data thresholds and actual savings vary.
Brian Murphy here for my friends at the Invisalign brand. Now, when it comes to the smiles of my family members, there's only one choice for us. Invisalign clear aligners. One of the first things that someone notices about you is your smile. So for us as a family, it was a no-brainer to choose Invisalign treatment. Invisalign is the #1 doctor-recommended brand and has transformed over 18 million smiles all over the world. Check them out at Invisalign.com.
Score deep discounts and deeper sleep during Mattress Firm's semi-annual sale and clearance. Take up to 60% off select mattresses and more. Plus, get a free adjustable base on qualifying purchases. Shop today for free and fast delivery. Restrictions apply.
Ring in the new year with savings at Rayleigh's in Nob Hill. This week, clip your digital member deal online or in the Rayleigh's app to get delicious Hass avocados for 97 cents each, limit 8. Even more deals are waiting for you in our app. Only at Rayleigh's in Nob Hill.
Ladies and gentlemen of the faithful.
Here we go. Here we go. We're ready to roll. 60 minutes of football.
San Francisco 49ers football is on the air.
All right, here we go. Niners on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Every year I've been here, that's honestly been the case. That's the 49er way. It's Super Bowl or bust for sure.
I love the Niners. This is really fun. Vamos, Niners!
Sponsored by Levi's. Live in Levi's. And by Pepsi, proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
Sacked again. You know by who? Closer! CMC!
Now, here's Greg Papa and Tim Ryan.
At the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red light, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Yeah, Tony Lindsay with our national anthem presented by Pepsi, a proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers. When it's a big game, it's Tony Lindsay, the lead singer from Carlos Santana's band, 11-time Grammy Award winner. And welcome one last time inside the Lon Sims broadcast booth. Greg Papa, Tim Ryan. When the schedule came out in May, we knew 49ers Lions here at Levi's. They put it late in the year on Monday Night Football, thinking this one will be for the number one seed in the NFC. Well, not so much. Next Sunday night's game between the Lions and Vikings will decide that. They're having the very best year they've ever had in the history of their franchise, and they were born in 1934 as the Detroit Lions. T-Rock, they're 13-2. The Niners, it's gone sideways, obviously, 6-9 overall, but still, last home game of the year. I think it's significant to win this final home game and get to 5-4 on the home schedule.
I agree. Look, unfamiliar territory, not being in the playoffs, but they're playing for self-respect, teammates respect, fan respect, and coaches and management respect. Make no mistake, jobs for the 2025 season will be on the line here in the next couple of games, and coaches will be observing to identify who wants to play like a crazed dog for 4 quarters.
Sean Hockley, our referee.
Tails. What's your call, sir?
Jared Goff.
This is the call. He's called heads. It is a heads. You have won the toss. Detroit has won the toss, is elected to defer. You'd like the football. Which way would you like to? They're good where you are, man. San Francisco.
It's interesting because Dan Campbell does things unconventionally. Often does take the ball, but he is going to put his defense out there. Their captains, what great players, Penei Sewell, Jared Goff, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, along with a new receiver, Tim Patrick, the former Denver Broncos.
He was here. Tim Patrick was here.
He was a Niner very briefly. They signed Tim Patrick back in 2017, claimed him off waivers. But in any event, it's very unconventional the way Dan Campbell does everything. It works for them. He's going to play his guys tonight, even though this game, with the exception of if there's a tie next week between the Lions and Vikings, this game really has no meaning on being the number one seed, but there's no such thing as a meaningless football game. He wants to win 14, 15 games this year.
Well, and hopefully for the Lions fans, there's no challenges in terms of player health, and certainly the rest, I think, is a big factor. That Minnesota team is clicking on all cylinders right now. So Jahmyr Gibbs, I don't know how long they're going to play. It probably depends on how this first quarter turns out.
Or maybe the first half, but they were up 24-7 last year in the title game, and they lost that game. So who knows what Dan Campbell will do, but he's going to play his guys to start the game. Our kickoff will be at 5:15 here on the West Coast, 8:15 for the whole nation to watch. You got Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, Lisa Salters here on Monday Night Football. Beautiful night here, late December. The wind is whipping a bit, but it is 53 degrees at kickoff. Our game time and temperature sponsored by Invisalign, the #1 doctor-recommended clear aligner brand.
Look, we all know the 49ers want to run the football, and with Ike Guerrero back, obviously that gives a little feather in their cap. The offensive line is going to be a challenge. I hope that there is a lot of misdirection stuff, because this, a lot of backups in their front seven. They are going to take the step to honor the blocking scheme. Zone reads, screens, gadgets, cutback runs, a little bit of everything against this defense.
Jake Bates will kick away from north to south. Deebo Samuel back in the end zone. Will come out of the 3-yard line far left. 10, 15, stays left, 20, 25. Good return across the 30 and all the way up to the 40-yard line. Goes Deebo Samuel, took it on the 3-yard line and ran it back 37 yards.
And ran right through Agude. Arm tackle tried to lay out and stop that truck. Deebo Samuel, forget it. Loved what he did last week at Miami. Would like to see that again tonight in terms of feeding him the football and getting the yards after the catch.
49ers starting offensive lineup is brought to you by Levi's. The floor is yours. Colton McKivitz will start at right tackle, bad knee and all. Dominic Pooney, right guard. Jake Brendel at center. Then it gets new. Nick Zakel, his first start ever in the NFL at left guard. And Charlie Heck, the veteran, at left tackle. They run Deebo coming wide right across the 40 and up to around the 43-yard line. So they are going to run behind McKivitz and Pooney and Brendel on that side. Colton did not practice much this week with a knee injury, Tim. Didn't come back for the walkthrough, but we'll keep an eye on the left side of the line. Charlie Heck is a veteran. First ever start for Nick Zakel at left guard.
Yeah, and fired up for Nick and getting this opportunity. Deebo Samuel getting that first carry. Nice block by Ricky Purcell on Melifonwu, the safety, getting him locked up.
3-yard gain. 2nd down, 7. Niners on their 42. Deebo lines up next to Brock in the shotgun. It's a shotgun snap. He looks right, comes middle. Chris Conley with a catch and a Niner first down into Lion territory. Right away goes the veteran Chris Conley, who played well in the NFC Championship game last year on January the 28th. Picks up 13 yards over the middle.
Yeah, and a little bit surprised he's out there in front of Juwan Jennings to start the game. Zone coverage, and I know they're anticipating a lot of man from this Lions defense. They love to play man. Brock read it perfectly that time. Zone coverage, found the hole right in the middle of the field to Chris Conley.
Jennings is back in, an ex-receiver. He goes inside of Ricky Pearsall right. Now Ricky comes in long motion left. Deebo lines up next to Brock. A handoff to Deebo again. His second run of the game. Onzarike will make the tackle for the Lions as they push out to the Lions' 40-yard line. So Deebo got the first carry, picked up 3, and this time he picks up 5 more. The Niners did line him up as a running back for 10 snaps in Miami last week, Tim, and he picked up some good yardage running and, of course, catching the ball. We've not seen Isaac Guerrero. Isaac now is in the game, but a lot of Deebo to open the game at running back. 2nd down, 6. They gave him 4 on that carry. Guerrero was in after missing last week with a hamstring injury. Brock under center. Guerrero 8 yards deep. 2nd down, 6. End around flip to Deebo. The Z reverse coming right. And he tries to turn the corner. Well, it'll run for a Niner first down. Looks like the Deebo from Miami last week was able to turn. His shoulders get downhill. And on that Z reverse, he goes for 9 yards.
Yeah, and really good blocks. Everybody got people pinned out on the edge. And then Kyle Juszczyk gets the final kick-out block. What a really good job by Juwan Jennings as he just basically screens off the defender, Nowaski, the linebacker, and Nowaski was going to have him beat. Juwan just turned his back to him, screened him off, created that gap.
Deebo picks up 9 yards. Purdy after a play action over the middle to George Kittle, and Kittle takes it inside the Toyota red zone. What an opening drive for the Niners here against the Lions. Right down the middle goes Kittle for a gain of 19 yards.
Yeah, and just split the 2 linebackers. I think they can attack these linebackers all night. Jack Campbell is the only guy that has stayed healthy. He is right in the middle. They've lost Anzalone, and Kittle ran a perfect route, just circling around him and dropping in between he and the safety next to him. Brock put it right on him.
What an opening drive, starting with the opening kickoff from Deebo Samuel. Now they're on the Lion 14-yard line. Can they get inside the end zone from the red zone? Brock in the shotgun. Guerrero to his left, trips her right. They motion that with Pearsall. Here's a reverse coming to Ricky Pearsall. Almost fumbled the ball off his shoulder pad. He does turn the corner, though, and picks up good yardage, diving out on the 10-yard line. Guerrendo's flip to him on the reverse. It was a handoff to Guerrero going right, and a flip back to Ricky coming the other way. Hit him in the shoulder pad, but he was able to keep the ball and go for 4 yards.
Yeah, and I'm not so sure that Brock wasn't going to go out for a pass on this one.
He did.
Brock headed out on a rail route down the sideline. It was well picked up by Nowaski, so Ricky made the right decision and just kept running with the football.
That was going to be a reverse pass to Brock Purdy, but the Lions, who lead the league in trick plays, were ready for it. So now it is the 7th play of the drive coming up for the Niners. 2nd and 6 on the Lion 10-yard line. They've picked up first down, 2nd down, first down. They've not hit a 3rd down yet. Brock under center, toss to Guerrero, coming left, and Ike will take it down to the 5-yard line, just shy of the first down.
Yeah, going to be about a yard short. Good block by Kittle to get the edge for Ike Guerrero running into the boundary.
Powerful run there on the toss going left, so it is 3rd down and 2. They're going to say, and they're going to mark Guerrero out on the Lions' 6-yard line. They need to get to the 4. Kyle Juszczyk will come off the field. The Niners will bring in Eric Saubert, who caught a touchdown. His first as a Niner last week in Miami. His 3rd in the NFL as an extra in-line tight end. As he's standing up next to Kittle out left. It's going to be a quarterback sneak for Purdy, and a 3rd down and 2, though.
He might be a little bit short.
I don't think he got it. I'm surprised they ran that play. It was on the 6-yard line. Kyle may have thought it was on the 5 when he called the play. They had to get to the 4-yard line. And now it's 4th down, and Kyle Shanahan's going to go for it against Dan Campbell and his 4th down group over on the Lions side. And that last one was a little far for a QB sneak, the Purdy plunge there. Let's see what they do on 4th and 1 from the 5-yard line. They got to get almost to the Lion 4-yard line. Purdy under center, Guerrero the lone back, heavy left. Outside of Charlie Heck, the new left tackle. Look at her sneak. Purdy again. And this time a great surge.
Baby Bosa on the bottom end got it with those powerful legs. Just went off to the right behind Jake Brendel. There was a natural crease there with the way the Lions were lined up defensively. And right behind Dominic Pooney for the first down.
So they ran 2 Purdy sneaks on 3rd down and 4th down to pick it up. 4 straight runs here to end this drive. Now 10th play of the drive. 49ers face a 1st and goal on the Lion 3-yard line, trying to jump him here. Jennings goes inside of Deebo wide right. Kittle and Saubater left. Hand off to Garendo, straight ahead of the wall. Tries to get off the pile and push, but he won't get much. He's dropped right where he started there for no gain.
DJ
There's a
Reader.
fight over on the end line.
And that's going to be a penalty.
Jawan Jennings is getting into it with Terrion Arnold, and they pushed him right over the low wall.
I think it was Amik Robertson that initially pushed him in man coverage. That's going to be a penalty, I believe, on the Lions.
No, Arnold came over later. Amik Robertson, the former Raider, so it was Jennings and Arnold. Jennings blocked Terrion Arnold, the rookie out of Alabama, all the way to the back wall.
Oh, this one might end up being on Jawan.
And then got on top, and then Robertson came over. Kirby Joseph came over and hit him.
Yeah, hopefully this is going to be offsetting, because I think Jawan will be guilty of driving him all the way to the wall in the end zone. But when Kirby came over and hit him after the fact, should be on both teams.
Sean Hockley is talking to his crew here. The back judge took his hat off, Jimmy Russell, so obviously we saw that. That was like when Jawan Jennings had the block against Valentine of Green Bay all the way to the Gatorade cooler in the NFC Divisional. Jawan Jennings with a vicious block there of Terrion Arnold, the rookie out of Alabama, all the way to the low wall off the back of the north end zone. What do you got, Sean Hockley? Multiple flags on the field.
Both teams on the play. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, 15 of the offense. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, 31 of the defense. These penalties offset. The down counts. It's 2nd down.
It's like it never happened. We'll do 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line with Jawan Jennings.
Oh, it happened.
As far as the moving of the ball, it certainly did. It sets the tone for the night. With Jawan Jennings is still talking to Terrion Arnold, the rookie, the round 1 pick, number 24 out of Alabama. Joseph goes off the field for the Lions, and he is tied with Xavier McKinney of Green Bay with 7 interceptions this year. They take him off the field here. So it's 2nd and goal from just inside the 4-yard line. 11th play of the drive.
Jawan one-on-one with Terrion Arnold.
Here they go
out
again.
To the right.
Deebo goes in motion out left, rocking the gun with Juszczyk to his right. Purdy going to roll left. Purdy going to throw for the end zone. Caught by Ricky Pearsall right in the front of the end zone. Did he get in? I got to look at. They got to push him back and put him on the 1-yard line.
Yeah, this one maybe Kyle's going to want to look at this and see if they challenge it. When he caught it, he may have been past the line to gain.
Moving on the field is short.
I think it's touchdown.
Well, the ball. So his feet are in the end zone. He went in the end zone. He came back on the comeback route to the ball. And then the question is, where was the ball? His body is across the goal line. The ball is outside of the goal line. So they're going to put it on the 1-yard line. Kyle is going to challenge here.
He should.
Very close. When did also Ricky possess the ball? Will be the other part of it, as he was jostling with the ball, but he drove back on that ball against Brian Branch.
Strong route by Ricky Pearsall. Brian Branch is their best player on defense,
Before the challenge flag was thrown, replay assistants provided information that it is a touchdown. There is no challenge for San Francisco.
Touchdown! San Francisco, and the first one here at home for the rookie, Ricky Pearsall.
And fired up for Ricky. He got up in the air. It was tight coverage from Brian Branch. Man coverage. The ball did cross the plane when Ricky possessed the football.
Please reset the game clock.
Fired up for Ricky Pearsall.
Interesting. They said he came back to the ball with strong hands, saying he caught the ball the moment the ball hit his fingertips, and as he hit the ground, he survived it. What an opening drive. Our Toyota scoring drive summary, 11 plays, 61 yards to open the game, go right down the field in 6:54 and score, and set a physical tone on the Detroit Lions. Jake Moody will try for the extra point. Tabor Pepper will long snap it to Pat O'Donnell, the new holder and punter. And Jake has not missed a field goal here. You know about his woes on the road, but here at home, he is 15 for 15 on field goals, drives it through, and the Niners go right down the field. And Ricky Pearsall gets the touchdown, but Jawan Jennings went right end. Terrion Arnold there Looked like the Niners' ferociousness is back to open the game. 7-0 Niners, 8:37 to play in the opening quarter. Jared Goff and the Lions get the ball when we come back on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
This is George Kittle from the San Francisco 49ers. We all know game day is more than just a day, right? It's a mindset. Whether it's on the field, in the stands, from the couch, or cheering from your local hangout, how we show up matters. That's why Levi's is my game day go-to for style, comfort, and performance. The 49ers and Levi's are a winning combination season after season. So grab a pair at Levi.com or at a store near you and be sure your look is always game on for game day.
Get your game on at Safeway. Earn 4 times 4U points on participating items and opt in for a chance to redeem Game On points and win free groceries for a year or 49ers experiences. Just look for the specially marked tags in-store and shop participating items to start earning. Redeem for catalog items like a Chevron gift card, a Great America gift card, 49ers swag, and more. The more items you shop, the more Game On points you'll earn. Click on the Safeway app or sign up at Safeway.com/GameOn to begin playing today.
Pizza just goes better with Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Pizza. Thank you.
But don't take our word for it. In fact, don't take any words for it. Crispy and cheesy, paired with delicious and refreshing. My mouth is watering already. Ooh, too high. Yeah, we've all been there. Every bite is better with Pepsi.
From the opening kickoff to the game-winning drive, the 49ers play to win. And when the game ends, it's your turn to experience the thrill of winning at Cache Creek Casino Resort. You're just a short drive away from a AAA luxury 4-diamond hotel, 11 restaurants, an award-winning golf course, and exhilarating gaming. Come play and win at Cache Creek Casino Resort. Proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers. Please play responsibly.
U.S. Bank, helping individuals and businesses work toward their financial goals all across California and all across the country. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Redwood City. Shout out to you for supporting KNBR. Redwood City's sports leader.
What a drive to open the game. The Niners go right down the field, 11 plays, and they ran the ball 8 times, threw it 3 times. The touchdown pass at the end to Ricky Pearsall from 3 yards out. George over the middle for 18, but the physical tone was set at one point of the goal line there. They ran the ball 5 straight times, and it was Jawan Jennings against Terry on Arnold.
Yeah, I love that drive. All the misdirection really had the Lions defense off balance.
Moody will kick off. Tom Kennedy's going to run back this kickoff from the 8-yard line, far left. Reynolds out to block. He's across the 30, across the 35, and up to around the 36-yard line. They're without some of their best special teams players, including Khalif Raymond. So Tom Kennedy and Craig Reynolds will handle their kickoffs and punt returns tonight. That was a 27-yard return by the big wide receiver, Kennedy. So the Rams already won their NFC West yesterday. Won the game Saturday, and by virtue of Minnesota and Washington's win, they did wrap up the West here. Here's Goff, the former Ram, with a quick throw out to Jamison Williams, and he's picked up by Ike Yadam, the corner, who will make the start tonight. Charvarius Ward away, as he's going to celebrate the birth of his baby boy, hopefully this weekend in Dallas or sometime in the coming days.
Oh, so the baby was born already.
It was already born?
Yeah, a couple of days ago.
Congratulations to Ike Yadam.
To him. Absolutely, to Charvarius.
Charvarius Ward, and Ike Yadam does make the start, Tim, in the nickel. And now they go to the base, and it is Green at one corner and Diamador Lenore at the other. 3-yard pickup there to Jamison Williams. 2nd down, 7. Williams goes in return motion. Jahmyr Gibbs will take the handoff straight ahead, and he's hit by D. Winters after he crosses the 40. 49ers starting
yards.
Defensive lineup is brought to you by Levi's. The floor is yours. And it is D. Winters making his 9th start of the year, but he'll play a lot, not only in the base, Tim, but in the nickel with Dre Greenlaw out for the last 2 games of the year.
Well, look, I don't care who's at linebacker. The D tackle's got to play better. Jordan Elliott has got the A-gap on that play. He got hooked by the left guard on that play. And Glasgow, if there's